Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's been a hot minute since I've uploaded a video to this channel. And I got some time today, and I thought today would be a pretty good day to do a little update. It's actually been a minute since I've worked out here in the shop, but we've had some pretty good, decent weather here in Wisconsin. Pretty sunny, no rain, which sucks for the garden, but it's good for getting yard work done. So that's kind of what I've been up to lately. Been trying to get stuff done while able to get stuff done outside. And we're kind of getting into the hot season around here. So it's a good time to come back into the shop and get some things done. The last time I did work in here a couple weekends ago, I was doing some spraying. That's why it looks like Dexter has set up shop in here. I don't like to get overspray over everything, so I keep these sheets of plastic I just kind of throw over everything, and it does a pretty good job of catching the overspray. Someday when I get around to putting all these fronts on, or actually I gotta make them first, I really won't need to worry about the overspray is bad. I guess as far as any changes to the actual shop, I finally got my 220 power out here. As well did the other shop. This actually comes off of the other shop, the new shop. This is a new box, but this is an old cover. I guess it didn't come with a cover, and they had this old one around, and like I didn't care. I'm gonna get new stickers to put over that, and we'll make it good. And I have way more, way more slots to use now than I will ever need in this little building, which is fine. Then I promptly removed the old feeder line that came in here, which was a 10 gauge, was a 10-2 line. So I had the possibility of having 30 amps out here, but with only being a 10-2, I couldn't run any of my 220 equipment. I usually push it over to the house garage and use it. Which really, the only thing I have that's 220 is this. And then I've had this air compressor for a couple years, so I've been finally able to hook this up. This was actually the breaker box that was feeding the shop. I changed out the 20 amp that was in it to a 30 amp. And the reason why I reused it is, so I wanted instead of having a plug in here, and this is all just temporary too. I mean, you can tell now that I have that box over there, I can start eliminating some of this original wiring that I just kind of pinned up here for now from previous owners. And the only reason why this is even still here is it feeds the outlet to the garage door opener up here. Otherwise, I could have removed that a long time ago. Well, but anyways, back to what I was saying. The reason why, what I really like is like a pull handle type disconnect here. Just so when I'm leaving out the door, I can visually look and see, yeah, that thing is off. Because walking by here, I don't always pay attention if that's on or off. So that's why I would like just a nice hard off right there. Because otherwise, I'd probably leave it on all the time, and it doesn't need to be on all the time. Now this didn't come with a regulator, and this was obviously used when I bought it. I got it for a couple $100 off a buddy of mine who upgraded to a nice Quincy. So I just kind of threw together some pieces I had here to make this work. I do kind of want to get a better regulator set up here, but I haven't taken the time to do that, and this gets me running right now. I took the old compressor and put it over in the new shop, so now I have air over there as well, so that's awesome. Then as far as projects I got coming up here, this is the first one I'll be tackling. This is actually for me. Very rarely do I take the time and build something for me that's not part of the shop. So I'll be happy, the girlfriend will be happy, and the problem that this will be the solution to will be happy, hopefully. But this will be another video by itself. Let's go out and see what's going on with the other shop. Alright, so one of the projects I've been kind of fooling around with here and there, as I have time, is they kind of left this graded really rough and there was tons of roots in here. So I've been kind of slowly going through. I put my landscape rake on my tractor and I just kind of run through here, kind of dislodge everything. Probably at some point I'm going to rake this out by hand and see if I can get a lot of these bigger rocks out of here. Or maybe I won't. I don't know yet. I think what I'm going to probably do here is I'm going to park my trailer over here, I think. But I've been dislodging a lot of the old pieces of wood that were still here, old root systems. I tried digging that out. That's tougher than it looks. I have to get the tractor in here and give it a good jabbing with the bucket. I think that's what this one. Yeah, I got another one here. I want to see if I can slip the bucket under that and pop that right out. You can see where it's cracked away. It's a big piece that's kind of under all that. Or if I point my camera in the right area. Yeah, right there. It's so bright out here. It's hard to see what's going on in my viewfinder. So I've been working this. I've already taken like 3 buckets of shit like this out of here. And I got all this to go through. This is kind of my my pull pile that comes with me as I come through with my rake. I'm gonna eventually, actually I don't know what I'm doing. So I might pull this back the other way and kind of smooth it out over on top of everything else. Again, I would like to try to get maybe all the rocks out. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't quite thought all that through yet. I guess I'm gonna park my trailer there. It would be kind of nice to kind of have a nice base to it. This side of the shop, we started kind of landscaping this because I don't know if you can tell, but it's a pretty good slope here, and I really didn't want to have to mow this. So we got a bunch of stuff that will eventually grow up to be fairly big. Then I gotta come through here yet and rake all this out and get all the junk out, and I'm gonna fill this in with wood chips eventually here. But first I gotta make a bunch of wood chips. This is part of the trench from them running power to here. The service line from the utility, there's the pole is right on the side of this tree here. I don't know if it shows up all that great on camera or not. So it actually enters the other side of the house, and it's pretty much a nightmare to get any kind of big wiring from that side of the house over to this side of the house. That's why I never finished it out to there. And when I had the electrician come in, when he looked at it, it's like, Jesus, this is gonna be a nightmare. And he goes, with all the copper we would use to do this, it'd probably just be cheaper to trench it around your yard. And I said, well, that's fine, as long as we can get out far enough in case I ever put an addition, or if I make this screened in area bigger, I need room for that. So he came all the way out to here and to make it work for me. This is another project I've been kind of working this with my landscape rake as well, because I basically sit on a gravel pit here. It's nothing but stone underneath here. So let's go in the shop and see what's going on here. Oh, this lilac bush is new too. Or not new, it's from a different location. It used to be on the corner of the house over here. More projects I've got going on over there. And I've tried to kill this off several times because it was way too close to the house. So I finally got sick of it and I scooped it out with my bucket and I brought it over here and I just basically flopped it in a little hole that I dug. And I didn't even stun it at all. Turn this off because it's loud. And then in here they pretty much put the same box. With more spaces than I'll ever need for anything, which is nice. Now they gave me a 100 amp feeder out to here, but I only have a 100 amp service. But eventually, in the next couple of years, I'm gonna be upgrading the house, and then when I do that, I'm gonna upgrade to like a 200 amp service. So then I'll have a 100 amp to the house and a 100 amp out to here. Or actually, it'd be a 200 amp at the house, and then 100 of it comes out this way. Then they also added the switch for the lights and the outlet here. And they also added outlets for my garage door openers too. Then as soon as they left, I added my own set of outlets down the side of this wall. So I could have radio and run the air compressor I put out here. As far as where I'm gonna put other outlets, I haven't quite figured that out yet. That's kind of why I just did the minimum of what I needed just so I could actually do stuff out here. But I figure I probably should do the same over on that other wall at some point, but that will be a down the road project. As you can see, I've started putting the 42 back together. I've started and stopped on both of these projects about 10 different times in the last month and a half, because when they came and did the electric, they didn't want anything in their way. So I've been pulling stuff in and out, and I had other things going on, and now I'm finally getting back to working on these projects again. So many projects, so little time. And other than trying to reorganize stuff, and I really haven't done a whole lot out here yet. There's my tractor with my landscape rake that I was using. But as usual, this video is probably getting too long for what little of substance I am putting into them. So I'll let you guys go, and I'll talk to you later.